An employee returns to his desk after a quick washroom break at Rockstar's head office in New York. He sees a strange message on his screen, a message he hasn't seen before. His heart skips a beat. He hesitates, then clicks. Something is off, and in a few seconds, everyone in the room is in complete shock. It was an attack. Not just any attack, but one targeting the most anticipated game of the decade, GTA 6. Some of the most guarded secrets of the game are now all over the internet. The gaming industry is about to be shaken. Rockstar has no time to waste. They call the FBI. Thousands of miles away, in a quiet hotel room in England, a 17-year-old sits on his bed, unaware of the storm he has just unleashed. He puts on his headphones, starts a playlist on his iPhone 13 Pro Max, and drifts off to sleep. Little does he know, it'll be the last peaceful night he'll ever have. This is the story of Arian Kurtaj, the story of a notorious kid who pulled off the biggest hack in gaming history. It's the 15th of December, 2017, another ordinary day for Arian Kurtaj, a 13-year-old boy from Oxfordshire, England. Arian's life is simple. Playing video games is his favorite thing to do. His best friend is the PC because he has no real-life friends. He wasn't an ordinary teenager. He suffered from autism, ADHD, and some other health conditions. However, he learned everything he could about computers, more than a teenager was supposed to know, especially how to manipulate them. How Arian enjoyed his life was different from an ordinary boy. He first experienced real enjoyment by cheating in video games. Day by day, his excitement and curiosity grow. Now, he is doing more complex forms of Minecraft hacking. In 2019, with 2 years of learning and experience, Arian starts experimenting new things, dangerous things. But he doesn't see it that way. He hacks random websites to check his skills. It thrills him. He found his way to some of the secret chats of a decentralized hacker group. It was a period which many decentralized hacking groups frequently made world headlines. How they do it from the comfort of their own bedrooms fascinated Arian. Some elite hackers were there in the group who were linked to several high-profile data breaches. Now, Arian has new friends apart from his PC, highly skilled hackers. In 2021, Arian made a new friend named Evren. They formed a new group called Infinity Recursion. They carry out some bold operations, such as SIM swapping and hacking law enforcement emails to send fake legal requests to companies. Their main target was people with large amounts of cryptocurrency and online exchanges. SIM swapping allowed them to take over someone's phone number, reset their password, and gain access to their accounts. Infinity Recursion is advancing, and Arian is slowly becoming rich. But money is not the only thing he wants. He wants attention, fame, and recognition. However, the group doesn't go that far. The members break apart. But Arian is not ready to give up or quit. He creates a new group with remaining members. The name is Lapsus. Lapsus is going to bring him the attention he wants, but with a lot of problems Arian can't imagine. In December 2021, Lapsus makes their first biggest move so far, hacking the Brazilian Ministry of Health website. They replace all essential healthcare services with a ransom page demanding payment for over 50 terabytes of stolen data, including COVID-19 vaccination records. Lapsus's strength isn't technical hacking. They always seek for human weaknesses. They thoroughly research their targets and examine company structures and key employees. They mainly use phishing emails and pose as IT staff or executives, tricking employees into clicking malicious links, giving up credentials. Lapsus is now controlling a wide network of stolen credentials. Arian wants to make a statement, something that catches headlines. He attacks one of the Brazilian-based car rental companies and directs their website to a pornography site. For the first time, Arian sees Lapsus reported on media and its Telegram server in news articles. It thrills him. Now, Lapsus frequently makes it to headlines, and Arian is leveling up his hacking skills. Also, he's making powerful enemies. He uses stolen credentials to access systems, making it hard to trace him back. After his work, he clears logs and encrypts his data, ensuring no evidence is left behind. Arian has a lot to lose, but in the end, it won't stop him. In July 2021, something special happens. Arian meets another hacker named KT. KT runs a website called DocSpin, a website where hackers share personal information. While exploring his Discord server, he comes across Arian, and they start talking. The conversations start deepening. Arian becomes interested in DocSpin and is impressed by how far its influence spreads. He wants to buy DocSpin from KT. However, a few weeks into the purchase, Arian struggles to manage the site properly, leaving it grounded in just 2 months. Users of DocSpin get outraged, and they start attacking Arian. The harassments keep intensifying, and Arian is now forced to sell DocSpin back to its original owner, KT, but only for 20% of the original price, $775,000, a massive loss for Arian. Frustrated and angry, he tries to regain control by locking the domain and stealing the Discord server name, but KT quickly manages to regain access. Arian is furious. He hacks the Twitter account and offers $1,000 for information about KT. But KT outsmarts him again, takes back control of the account, and makes fun of Arian's failed attempts. Furious for the third time, Arian makes a drastic move. Little does he know how badly it's going to backfire on him. He leaks DocSpin's entire database online, exposing thousands of people's personal information. This time it's not only KT, the entire community plans revenge on Arian. The next day, one of the most detailed documents ever posted on the site goes live. It reveals Arian's identity and connects him directly to Lapsus. Now, the group has a known member, and serious accusations emerge that Arian stole over 400 bitcoins worth $4 million through his cybercrimes. The news break, and the UK police arrest him for investigation. Arian has the habit of doing all his hacks on virtual private servers, and it saves him. Authorities find no evidence on his personal computer and are left with no choice but to let him go. This time, the luck is with Arian. However, it didn't take even a month for Arian to start hacking again. Now the targets are even bigger. In February 2022, Lapsus hacked NVIDIA and stole 1 terabyte of data, including employee credentials and proprietary technology. They leaked NVIDIA's deep learning super sampling source code and demanded the company to remove mining restrictions from its GPUs. In March, they hacked Samsung and leaked 190 gigabytes of Samsung's internal source code. They hacked Ubisoft in the same month, causing temporary disruptions. But Arian is yet to pull off his biggest target so far, Okta, a prominent American cybersecurity company. This time, they don't steal anything. They want to prove they can breach the security of companies that are supposed to protect against such attacks. Lapsus makes another bold move. The target is Microsoft. Arian hacks Microsoft and releases 37 gigabytes of Microsoft source code, including data from Bing, Cortana, and Azure services. This time, the enemy is very powerful and determined to track down the intruder. One day later, Lapsus is listed on the FBI's most wanted list. Arian is panicking. His name is already connected to Lapsus. He tries every possible action to remove his docs and spread false information that he is not Lapsus. Arian tries to bribe KT, but KT does the opposite. 2 days after the FBI poster went up, KT updated DocSpin with all the details. Things start to get worse for Arian. Within a week, UK police arrest him, the 17-year-old English teenager. He faces serious charges under the Computer Misuse Act and could go through a lengthy trial. However, since he is a minor and claims to be mentally unfit for trial, he gets a break and is released on bail the next day. He is banned from using the internet for a month. As pressure increases and the media and harassment grow, authorities move him to a hotel to keep him safe and offline. Arian doesn't have his PC with him, yet he is about to pull the biggest hack of the decade in the gaming industry. It's June 2022. GTA 6 trailer release date was the highest anticipated thing on the internet. Fake news articles about the release date were everywhere. Rockstar has invested over $2 billion in this game, and employees are working vigorously to get the game out. There was another person who was closely looking at Rockstar's moves. Arian. He's been in custody in the hotel room for 5 months now. Arian starts digging into the Rockstar Games system, extracting every little detail possible. Little does he know he's about to pull off his biggest hack yet, the hack that will spread his name all over the world. Rockstar's headquarters is located in New York, with 10 other active studios in various locations, including one of its largest studios in India. It primarily focuses on art and design, the creative work. But for Arian, it is an ideal weak point to execute his plan. He creates a list of some of the employees working for Rockstar Games, including the phone numbers and emails. As usual, he tricks an employee using a phishing email. He doesn't use advanced hacking or coding. Instead, he uses human weaknesses. He pretends to be an employee who lost his password and contacts IT support. It works, but the account he gains access to doesn't have permission to log into the back-end systems he wants. He tries again, and this time it's the ideal account. He manages to gain control of a contractor's account. Arian enters Rockstar's Slack channels, where developers share internal updates, including logins and project details. Suddenly, Arian finds access to highly confidential and sensitive files of GTA 6, including game assets, source code, and unreleased gameplay footage. He downloads all the files, including 90 gameplay videos. But that's not what Arian is most tempted about. Down the file, he sees a button named Leak All. Arian can't resist. He clicks it. The internet explodes with GTA 6 footage leaks on every social media platform, and news articles flood in one after another. Rockstar's carefully planned trailer campaign is in shatters. Rockstar, in a panic, contacts the FBI immediately. FBI and the UK police tracked Arian after 4 days and raided his hotel room. They dragged him out by pointing guns at him. But what's found under his bed was surprising. They find an iPhone 13 Max linked to hacked Rockstar accounts. Despite being on bail for previous cybercrimes, Arian continued hacking. So for violating bail, he is sent to Feltham Young Offenders Institution. Reports say he was upset, acting out against guards and damaging prison property. Arian openly said he plans to go back to cybercrime after his release, so rehabilitation doesn't seem an option. Instead, he will probably end up in psychiatric care rather than prison. His sentencing remains undecided with ongoing delays and no clear date for a final decision. In August 2023, 11 months after his arrest, Arian finally went to trial. However, because of autism, the court ruled that he was unfit to stand trial. Even though he was guilty, he couldn't be charged with criminal intent, so his only possible punishments were community service or psychiatric care. Arian's defense team argued that the success of the game's trailer indicated that his hacks had not caused serious harm to the game developer, and asked that this be factored into the sentencing. On December 2023, the trailer for GTA 6 was released, clocking up 128 million views on YouTube in just 4 days.